Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Monday, December 4th, 2023. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. On with the chart, start with the big picture. I will just jump right to this one and mention that, well, it was about 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, a couple of months ago, we closed below this long-term channel bottom that is well above the market now at 271.03. Anticipating a bearish continuation basically to this channel bottom at 173.17. We did not obviously meet that objective. We put out a low that was in a late October low, and following, this is a daily chart, that late October low, we formed a new descending 1/3 speed line, which is trend defining by its own measure, and it held for a week or so. We backed off just a bit and then closed above it, settling above the 207 even descending 1/3 speed line, set up a 3 to 5 week target. It is what is now 259.26 to 264.86, a band of channel resistance that's still expected. In fact, I think over the next couple of weeks is likely holding above the 233.26 channel bottom. I'd say a 1 to 2 week rally above 233.26 would complete the objective that was set up, several weeks ago when once again we closed above the 207 even descending channel speed line. So there we have it. And this 233.26 formation did contain Friday's low. It is a 3-star support, can contain weekly selling pressures. As we test this, you could reach for 260, 265 out of the money calls that don't expire. I would go a month out. I don't think it's going to take any more than 2 weeks, but you don't want to see your premium decay to nothing as you approach your strike, as you approach your objective. Great trade, no money to show for it. So been there, done that. So you do want to go further out. The options are a little pricier, of course, but you're preserving delta. You're eliminating theta, the time decay element. So above 233.26, expecting 259.26 to 264.86 is a 1 to 2 week target that still remains in effect. Upside today, we do have 243.81. Now 239.86 is a 3/8 upside Fibonacci over the last 3 days. We closed below it. We pushed through it actually just a bit. Now we didn't provide you that information because it was based on Friday's low, but it's there now. 239.86 can contain intraday strength. Pushing or opening above 239.86 does indicate 243.81. 242.33 is nothing more than a 50% upside retracement over the last 3 days. 243.81, a rising channel bottom that did hold actually about a week ago. We got a nice pop to the upside. Now we're below it. It can contain session strength. We could battle it out for the day between 233.26 and 243.81. But of the two, I do like 233.26 as the more meaningful, able to contain weekly selling pressures, and once again above which a 1 to 2 week target remains in the 259.26 to 64.86 region. And I'll say that if we close today above 243.81, well, let me show you more here. This channel bottom 233.26 has a channel top at 254.53. And so I do think there's the market, I do think selling pressures will begin to build. Sell orders will begin to show up, if you will, emerge as we push into really the mid 250s. I see this channel top. Now, the thing about this channel top, it is the top to the 233.26 bottom. It actually, over the next 3 or 4 days, converges anyway with this descending channel top at 259.26. So it does become a bit of a range of resistance. And as the week goes by, it will reflect that. But for right now, let me just keep it simple And that is to say that if we close today above 243.81, we should tomorrow test 254.53. There is a little bit of play, I would expect, at, do I show it here? I'm looking, there it is. There's a descending trend line that comes in at 251.24. And so it's not even worth showing right now because we're not going to see this today, but just want you to know what that is. But really, I'm getting back to this image, a 1 to 2 week target in the 259.26 to 264.86 area, so long as we continue holding 233.26. On the way up today, 243.81, able to contain session strength. And if we close today above 243.81, we're probably just 3 to 5 days away then from reaching into the 259.26 to 264.86 area. I do know that I showed you, this channel top, but over the next 3 to 5 days, it converges anyway with 259.26. I'll take you back to this image. A 1 to 2 week target above 233.26 continues in the upper 250s to mid 260s. And if we close today above 243.81, this could be just a 3 to 5 day rally into this zone where, I might add, 259.26 to 264.86 can contain buying through December and possibly well into January. And we can fall off from here for weeks to follow. So this is your profit taking zone and your short setting zone if you're so inclined. Some variation of the 233.26 channel bottom will remain. So short-term traders, 1 to 2 week swing traders, would expect, say, the mid to upper 230s following a test of the mid 260s. And we also have a 209.53. Some variation of this channel structure will also exist. As we push into the upper 250s to mid 260s, we could fall back into the 210s within 3 to 5 weeks of doing so. And that would be kind of the big picture outlet. So as we push into, assuming we do, into the upper 250s to mid 260s, I'm just sort of prompting the options traders out there who like to play both sides of the market that you could, for instance, reach for 235 out of the money puts that don't expire for. I would go a month out on that. It would probably take a couple of weeks at the most. And you could also reach for 210, 215 out of the money puts. I would go several months out on that, even though this is more like a 3 to 5 week play to the downside. And that is sort of the dynamic at play to the upside. I think I've covered everything to the upside. Let me talk about the downside. In the event that we break or open, especially today, below 233.26, 223.41 is in reach. Do I show that anywhere? I do not. I'm looking for it, but I do not see that. I will just sort of cut to the chase, and that is to say that if we close today below 233.26, good high for the week, and we should, by the end of next week, continue south to 209.53, which is a formation that can contain selling through the rest of the year, through December, into January. And from here, we can rally back up, into this mid 260s within, a month or two of testing 209.53. But, upward momentum remains intact above 233.26. If you're a 1 to 2 week swing trader, I see there's nothing to be but long right now, anticipating our overall objective in the upper 250s to mid 260s. Inversely, if we close today below 233.26, this could be quick. This could be by Friday's close, 209.53. It could also spill into next week. 209.53 would become the next objective. So 3 to 5 day swing traders go short below 233.26. 3 to 5 day swing traders are now long above 233.26. And if you're not in anything right now and you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader, you have another sign to go along with a settlement today above 243.81. But once again, closing below 233.26, you're playing the short side down to 209.53, where we could actually bottom out into January trade. I think that pretty much rounds it out, don't you think? I'm going to leave it at that for Monday's Tesla. Please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday's Tesla. You have a great day.